The Real Housewives of Atlanta review, featuring Shady B, the best beard on YouTube, and Mace Moreau, the wig. You guys ready? Let's get into it. Starts now. It's almost time for the Real Housewives of Atlanta review, featuring Shady B, the best beard on YouTube, and Mace Moreau, the wig. You guys ready? Let's get into it. Starts now.
Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Get Into It. And boy, do I have some tea for y'all tonight.
Yes, breaking news. Hey, everybody, who we have up in here?
Hey, Kimmy,
Nicole. Hey, Randy Ricardo. Great review last night. I was all the Queensmen. That was a good review. Hey, Make It Make Sense. Hey, Jay Rucker.
So this is breaking news. I'm just now seeing this. Marlo's house allegedly just got broken into, and I do want to play the audio from the news clip before my phone died because I ain't charged it all day. So I think I can just play the audio. It should be okay, but I want y'all to listen to the news story, and then we're gonna talk about it.
A violent home invasion targeting celebrities across Metro Atlanta. 4 suspected gang members now in custody in connection to at least 15 home invasions over the past year. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live in Sandy Springs. Mark, you just talked to a reality TV star who was a victim here.
Yeah, this involves many crimes, an ongoing investigation, and high-profile victims. One of them, Marlo Hampton, a Real Housewives of Atlanta fame, who told me she watched on her security system as armed, masked men kicked her door down, making a loud boom.
I heard the boom, but I heard my nephew scream, and I knew that scream was a scream of fear. My heart dropped.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Marlo Hampton says he's a real crime victim. After the attempted burglary of her Sandy Springs home July 1st, the police have now told her is tied to other incidents. She said she went to a panic room, called 911. The suspect who kicked her door had fled, possibly because she yelled. Sandy Springs police were there quickly, and she thanks God.
Thank God we're covered in the blood of Jesus, and I'm here to share this story with you. But my main concern is I want all the ladies, I want everyone to be aware. If you are posting items, if you do have luxury items, be careful.
So did y'all hear that article about Marlo's house getting broken into?
Hey, Deb.
Hey, so Deb, thanks for coming through. Hey, Cleo.
Hey, Cleopatra.
I'm glad she's okay, and I'm glad the nephews are okay.
Well, at least we know the nephews are back with her.
For now.
Right.
But, you know, the crime here in Atlanta is going up. Like, a lot of places is getting hit. You know, it's like you might go out like downtown, you know, your cars might get broken into. Like, crime is going up everywhere, but I'm seeing a lot more people having issues with getting broken into. I think someone broke into Anila's house too.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be on this season of Married to Medicine. Somebody broke into Anila's house. A lot of people are saying the nephews set her up.
Right, because that's what I just said. Before we came on, I was like, the nephews did it. So it was that older one.
You gotta watch. When you let somebody in your home and stuff start happening. Like even like a guest, you got to be careful who you let like guest wise in your home.
Yeah, well, I hope the nephews didn't set her up. Like
put it past them. They might.
You never know. Like you want to send me away? I got something for that ass.
I mean, think about it. They probably don't have nothing to lose. They feel like
they're kind of young, but they're kind of young.
They feel betrayed by her.
Yeah, because I would feel betrayed as well. Like
they probably did set her up, but I don't think maybe they were supposed to be home. I don't know. I can't say. Allegedly.
Yeah, how old are the nephews? These nephews are like what, preteen, or are they teens already?
They're teens. One of them is 10, I think, though.
But I don't think if it was, it wasn't that younger one. It was that older grown one.
The one punching holes in the walls.
Yeah, the one that was getting sassy with the teacher.
So I mean, I'm glad Marlo is okay, but I'm gonna follow up and see what's going on with that story.
Yeah, thank God her nephews are okay.
Yeah. Also, did you hear about Sheree and Martell from Huntsville allegedly holding hands walking down the street? Allegedly.
Yeah, I saw the video. That booty did look like how Sheree BBL looks.
So y'all couldn't see from the front if it was Sheree?
No, but it did definitely look like Martell. But you couldn't really see the woman's face. You just saw her back, and she had the how Sheree wears the ponytail, and she had the high booty that looked like because I was just looking at Sheree ass the other day, and I was like, man.
Well, Sheree works out though.
Well, I don't know because I work out. No, I don't work out no more after my unfortunate accident. So I guess my booty's gonna drop soon. But it just looks kind of like it wasn't like that. Like how you get your backs like that, Sheree? And I know it ain't all squats. Like I'm sorry, it was given the BBLT. Sorry.
It happened to Erica Mena too. You remember when Erica Mena house got broken into and people?
Right, but I think they was like she set her own self up allegedly for because the Love and Hip Hop was coming back out. And speaking of that, that's coming back out with
Marlo is a thief too. So oh well.
Marlo's trying to get the insurance money, right? And Marlo down to the thing getting the insurance. She's filling out the insurance money right now.
Well, I'm glad but at the end of the day, don't get on there and start preaching. All of a sudden, if you have luxury items, don't be flashy on the internet and be careful. Don't do that.
Please, I would have been running to my panic room screaming, the pieces are in like archive. The pieces are in like archive.
All she said was Sandy Springs police, and it was like, I'm out of here.
Sandy Springs must be shoot first and ask questions later.
It's over here in Cobb County, and
Sandy Springs sound like my type of police. They gonna shoot first.
They don't want you over here, so they will lock your butt up. And I was like, yeah, if it is true, I mean, Sheree really does like them toxic, no good, bad reputation, bad history type of man. Like, don't you want to? How you gonna keep doing the same thing and expect a different result? Like, can you?
I don't think Sheree want a man.
Sheree, does she just want a booty call? I mean, can we?
She may want a booty call, but I don't even.
Do she just want somebody to smash every now and then? And then you live your separate lives, but every now and then y'all get together and y'all have relations.
I truly believe that if Sheree had her own money and she could sustain everything herself, she wouldn't even be with a man. Like she would.
So you feel like she's hooking up with these guys to fund her house, her taxes?
I don't know. Sheree. Well, she does give me gold digger because if she was down to the thing with down to the bed period with Bob Whitfield, that would take a lot out of me. A lot.
Ranton says Sheree is a repressed lesbian.
See, I didn't want to say it. See, me and Ranton.
So you get lesbian from Sheree?
She always gave me dyke.
She was very strong.
She didn't give me lesbian. She gave me dyke.
She always gave me like a strong woman. Maybe she has probably licked a cat before.
But she gives me closeted. Like this is all allegedly. This is all in my head. She gives me closeted lesbian. Like you scared to I just don't actually know what the coochie. I don't want to put because I don't want to go there because you're not too sure, but you just know you don't want a man, and you like the company of a woman.
So do you think this is a mutual beneficial relationship, like a TV relationship, so they can get more TV time, like for Martell and Sheree?
Possibly, because
storyline. Sheree needs
this would be a good crossover, because there was rumors that Mel was potentially they was going to start a new franchise allegedly. Huntsville.
Atlanta's coming. Atlanta is coming.
Right. So, and this would tie everything in together, because what would make you watch more? Because you want to see if Sheree gonna, walk by with her, her high booty. You're gonna be looking.
Sheree can get them, but she can't keep them, and that's the thing. Sheree don't really keep them like that.
Because I think she needs to try to date a woman.
How do you know?
Even though she's strong, she's more of the feminine. So I see her with a stud, like.
I thought she is the stud. She not?
No, I think that she's, usually in those type of roles, the ones that looks aggressive is not the aggressor in the bedroom. It's the one that looks feminine.
Like the Brat. So you're saying?
Yeah, because I think, the Brat. Yeah.
Big Booty Judy.
Yeah, Big Booty Judy definitely wears the strap. Definitely.
We don't know for sure.
Allegedly.
But community member.
But I just see her. I think she needs to try a nice masculine woman, someone who could still give her that male energy, but give her, still soft as a woman inside, So I think that'll be a good match. I think she should try it. You never know until you try it.
Well, maybe how she didn't try it already,
I don't know, but I think the relationship we're good. Like, on I see her in a relationship, like, you watch The Shy?
I don't.
Well, it's a lesbian couple on there. The parents of one of the main characters. I believe that I can see her in the type of relationship like that. She still needs I could be strong as a man, but soft as a woman. Like something like The Secret deodorant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They went into Sheree being butch, and I just thought she had strong arms. Like she could pick you up and put you on the countertop and, handle her business on top of you.
Well, I don't know. I can't see Sheree giving the oral fixation, because you see that's what Martell likes,
I see Sheree doing that. I can see Sheree doing that.
I just don't.
It'd be the classic ones. It'd be the ones that be trying to show out in public. Those be the big ones. So we're gonna move forward.
Okay, well, the show picks back up.
It starts off with Candy and Kenya are at this like kids arena. It gets like Chuck E. Cheese or so, not Chuck E. Cheese exactly.
Like a bouncy room or something like that. It was real cute. It was just like a full circle moment. I thought that was a real cute scene, because how Kenya, it took her a while to have a baby, and like Candy said, to see them playing together, like it was a cute.
It was very cute and getting along and everything. So that was very cute for them to see.
But even though Candy's daughter looked like she's bad, like that's the kid out.
Candy's daughter looks so much like Candy, it's not even funny.
Yes,
she looked like she spit her out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She looked just like Candy.
But she does look spoiled and bad. Like it's her way or the highway.
Yeah, she the baby.
Yeah, she's giving her way or the highway.
And she look like Candy.
Just like her.
Hold the hand out like the girl sisters, and then they gonna give her money. So that's all she got to do. But it was a very cute scene. It was very cute. Kenya talks about her hair care and how it's in disarray because of COVID. Everything, the shipping and everything is overseas in China, and she can't really get all the supplies that she needs for her business. And she's getting these contracts, but she can't fulfill the contracts because everything's held up overseas.
Wow, this is giving a familiar tease. This is giving a Every Hue situation.
But I don't think Every Hue had the sales to back everything up either. Like
she alleged that. She said the same thing. Like she was, she had contracts to fulfill. She's supposed to be, getting her stock ready to go into these stores. And, due to COVID, she couldn't produce.
But everything is done overseas. Like you'd be surprised how many things that we own that's done overseas. Like nothing is made in America anymore.
Right.
Everything is done overseas. So when stuff like this happens, it causes businesses to go under because everything that has been outsourced to other places.
Yeah. Well, I hope because I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to try some of her products or my wigs first, though, because I'm not.
I think it's in Sally Beauty. I think. And I think Target, I believe. But
Yeah, I believe that she did say it was in Target. I'll
she,
test it out with my wig.
Candy did offer her some good business advice. So when you're going through issues, it's always good to talk to somebody who's been through it and knows what you're talking about. And if Candy know anything, it's business. So
yeah, she sure do. Candy is a great businesswoman.
So it was good for her to go to her, and I think I love the fact that they have a budding relationship. I don't think that they would have been as cool if everybody was back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if Nene was back, if Cynthia was back, if
well, nobody probably would have been cool if Nene was back. Nene come in and start the mess. So
how was she doing over there on
I'm liking her on College Hill though. I really like
it. It looks cheap. It looks like a low production. Like
it's not really a low production. It's a good show. I really like it. I thoroughly like College Hill, the reboot. And I love me some Big Frida. Big Frida is the standout star of that show, period. And it's a lot going on in the show. It's Ray J is doing a lot. Nene is coasting. She's not getting too involved. She just be trying to do her work, and I like her on the College Hill. I think she needs to stay in college.
Are they really getting degrees and stuff? Yeah, it's cheaper to get stuff done overseas, but at what cost?
Well, I don't know what they're getting, but they're not doing too much work. But they, the only one that's really just like Nene's trying to do her work. She wants to pass. Dream Doll wants to pass. The other girl, I think, wasn't that the girl India Love? Was that the girl that the gang was fingering in the park?
I can't remember if that particular one was.
Somebody let me know in the chat. Was that Indian Love? Was the girl that the gang was down to her coochie with?
You gotta come up with another word instead of the girl who got fingered in the car.
In the park. It was allegedly in the park. She was sitting in the park.
You gotta come up with another analogy.
Well, she was being poked. Poked by a pointer in the middle. Or maybe I'm not sure, but she's very like you see, like she's very insecure. Like, and I was like, and if that was her who got poked in the park, I see why she poked in the park because she's very like she gives a very insecure like I don't know.
How did y'all find out she got poked in the park? Now I'm intrigued. Like
it was her. It was her.
Reggie says it was her. So was it like leaked? Like
I think they were dating, and then somebody had a video, and he was just going to town.
There's actual video footage.
Yeah, it was like she was sitting there like. We did not forget. I never forget.
Wow. The more you know.
Right. Because I was like, the more I know now, because I see her like the way she is on, like she's very insecure. Like she, and she's very unsure of herself. And that's why she allowed that probably to happen down.
Rapper, but I mean, did she know that she was on camera?
I don't think she knew that she was on camera, but still was like out in the open. Like it wasn't like even like yo was on a bench, like looking around. You just sitting right there. It was a lot going on.
Yeah, everybody didn't need to get a BBL. Like everybody doesn't need to look the same. Like
yeah, like Dream Doll's walking around. She's looking like an ant, but she's showing her side, like she's showing Tabitha, like she's trying to do her work and everything. The only problems was Stacey Dash, and she's going, Stacey Dash had black-itis, that's why she fell out and she left. And Ray J is still just complaining and being very like, oh my God, I got a lot going on. I can't do the schoolwork. My aunt died. I'm going through a divorce, and he's just making all types of excuses.
He's still getting divorced.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You've been divorced for 5 to 6 years.
I don't think they're getting divorced because they're about to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
This is probably the build up to the situation. Maybe probably that's going to be their storyline again. But
I saw pictures of them recently hugged up. So
yeah, that's what I said. So he was like, I'm going through a divorce. My aunt passed away, and I got business deal. I'm on the phone with Scooty bikes, Raycon in the middle of the night, so I can't do my work. So when he's getting like the C pluses and then the D's, he's getting angry. Like, how? But you didn't show up to class. You didn't do nothing.
High faith is the substance, and Ranton says that she has found the pictures of them in the park. So
send them to me.
So moving forward to the next scene, we have Marlo going into that messy, junky room where them kids are staying, and that dirty, ugly-looking wallpaper that was over the outlet. I don't know what. I was looking at that, and production zoomed in on it. Did you see that part?
Yeah, but production is shady. They are so shady.
The production zoomed in. I was like, why is the wallpaper over the outlet? That's tacky, number one.
Right. Like, it's like she could have took a razor, and just cut a little square out. She was like, no, I'm just leave it.
Yeah, you just go leave it. I mean, you could have cut out a square yourself and did it yourself.
I know. I would have loaned to my shank from out my wig, just take it.
Just get you get you some scissors and cut that thing out. It was just, you had it over, and then that's a fire hazard. But anyway.
But that room was tore up. I think I would have kicked them kids out too. Yeah. Get out.
I mean, I wouldn't kick them out, but if I took on the responsibility to take care of my nephews who are troubled, I already know what I'm getting when I let them come into my home. You have to know what you're getting, number one.
Yeah, but that's just it. Even for the kids. Like, if someone does take on the responsibility, it's a hard situation. Because I wasn't raised by my mother. I was raised by my grandmother. So, and my grandmother was rude. Like, she was just a rude lady. God rest her soul. I know she's like rude from beyond. So a lot of times, as a kid, you don't want to hear like certain things like, oh my God, and such, and you feel threatened, like, oh my God, is she going to kick me out? Is she too? Is she, so it's a lot for the kids. I know it's a lot for her. But if you did tap into take on that responsibility, try to stick with it. Just don't throw them out because they're going to they already probably feel rejected because, you would expect your parent. Like, if you love me enough, he would stop doing what you're doing so you can take care of me, and once the parent and, maybe, addiction, they said she has mental issues, they have no control. But as a kid, you don't know that. You just know that if your parent loved you, they would stop, And so for them to go through that, and on top of that, she's kicking them out, they're just feeling rejected all over again. That could cause a lot more issues.
Another thing that I did not like is that she overburdened her sister who was already dealing with a lot.
She must be paid her because the sister came.
She must be paying her well because the sister wasn't too mad about it. But still, like, you could throw money at the problem, but does that really solve the issue?
Right. Because she's like, she need 30 days for that.
She said she was wiring her money, and I'm sure she was. Like, we are uncles and aunties. We will send the money, and we're not going to sit down and watch these kids long term. This new generation, like me, we will not be sitting there watching your kids. I will pay for them.
FREE, yeah, I'm kid free. I ain't watching your kids.
I ain't watching nobody's kids. I'm not watching nobody's kids. We can go out and we can go to the zoo, and I can drop them back to their mom and daddy. We can go to the mall. I drop them back to their mom and daddy. I am not sitting here watching kids all day, all night. This is not me.
Yeah, that's real rough.
And that's probably how Marlo is. She just don't know how to watch kids because you used to doing your own thing.
Yeah, because that's an adjustment. Like, that's a real adjustment when you're not used to having kids and you're used to being, being able to get up and go when you want to, and then you got to think, oh my God, these kids, and then on that she has a double whammy because I don't know if she was in the kid's life prior to them coming to live with her, because I would be a little skeptical. Like, Marlo, I want to give her credit for even taking them in. Let's be clear. Because I ain't taking in nobody's kid. Because these kids come with problems and baggages, and they ain't going to be punching my wall because I'd be like, I'm going to kick them kids out.
Do you really think that these nephews could have something to do with Marlo's house getting broken into?
I doubt it. I was just joking. I don't think so. I would hope not.
I would hope not, but I've heard it happen before. Like you let somebody in your house.
This is what I'm saying. So that's why I said
I've seen that
for her
happen
to even
before,
open her doors to some troubled kids, because I don't give a damn if you're my nephew, brother, sister. I'm not letting you, because
it's happened to a lot of people. It happened to Drake. It happened to Kim Kardashian. It happened to Chris Brown. Somebody in your circle is looking at what you have.
But it's not even a circle. You're on national TV, and then you're saying, like, even you blindfold Sheree to, you know, come to your house. But I guess you know the robbers found out where it was at. But it's just happening all over. So you just don't know where to look, because you are on TV, you are on the Instagram, you are showing these pieces. Like she was dressed up like Foxy Brown for Foxy Brown's anniversary of Broken Silence, and you with the Christian Dior, all these fashions and stuff. Someone get the drop on you and they find out where you live, they'll take you out for that little bit of stuff.
Yeah, and they were showing up just on this season, showing up to Candy's house, breaking in Marlo's house. Anila house got broken into. The crime in Atlanta has really gone up, and all over the United States.
And then they kicked open her door, like
that's how it was. I don't think they broke all the way in. I think they was in the process of kicking the door in. From listening to the video, that's what I got from it.
That's scary in itself. See, I would have blasted through that door. I would have blasted through the door. They would have been, by the time the cops come, they would have found a piece of whoever they are looking like Swiss cheese, because I would have lit them up.
Marlo might want to get a gun. You know, if you're single out here, and
he probably has one. I don't know what her record. How you know how?
Oh yeah, she's a felon. She's a felon.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was better off running to the panic room.
Yeah, go to the panic. Why she got a panic room?
But isn't that cool that she has a panic room? Because the cops will always be at my house, because as soon as I hear any noise, either I'm shooting or running to the panic room, pressing the button, acting real white. Like, no, they're after me now. Stop.
So Ranting is wondering if Crystal has the true custody of the kids and Marlo is basically using them as a storyline.
Could be, because Crystal was pretty calm.
She seemed real calm. She had a dentist shirt on, like she worked in the dentist office. She had a regular job. She already got 4 kids of her own that she has to raise. I would feel horrible burdening a mom. I don't know if she's a single mom or not, but that's still a huge burden. Unfortunately, you know, it's hard to say that the child is a burden, but it is kind of like a burden.
But it is. It's a bad situation, and it's a difficult situation, and especially for family members, because I know also, like with me, like I said, I have 6 brothers and sisters that I know of, maybe 8. But it was a time that my younger sister, she's mentally challenged, and she thinks she's not. And she was pregnant, you know, and out there, and my sister wanted to take her in. My sister was like, you know, but it's blood, and you know, such and such. But I was on the phone looking at the phone like, girl. Mm-hmm. And I was telling her, like, don't take her in, because you have children of your own. You understand? And that you don't know her. Like, yeah, this is your blood sister, but you don't know her. She was not raised with us. She was not raised with you. Like, we weren't raised together either, but we were we saw each other a little more because my grandmother and the lady who raised her were friends. So I'm like, but you don't know this. My younger sister was raised basically by the states. Like, she was in and out of foster home, in and out of mental homes, and she aged out. So now she was like, well, I'm going to take her in because that's family. You don't do family like that, you know. But when you had to punch her down to her nose, and you know she robbing you and doing all types of stuff, then it's like you want to kick her ass. But like I said, you have to be mindful, especially when I'm not letting nobody in my house. I don't give a damn if they're brother, sister, or whatever. I'm sorry. Can't stay here.
You think Marlo has some money, or she has some type of drug money, or she had like a influx of money, some powder? What was they trying to get?
They probably trying to get the clothes.
Them hand-me-downs?
The bags and stuff, but that's expensive. That'll go for, like, because the way she...
But they've been breaking in Neiman Marcus itself. And have you seen these videos online where these people are breaking in stores like during the daytime and just stealing stuff? Like, you'll come out better doing that than trying to break into someone's home.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be really bold to try to break into someone's home. Like, you have to learn their schedule. You know what time they're gonna be there, what time they're not gonna be there.
Yeah, and for them, I don't know if they were amateurs or whatever, because they could at least case the place and
teenagers. It sounded like a teenager job.
Yeah, like it wasn't thought out.
Job. I'm wondering if the nephew had something to do with it.
Like, who knows? If he's down to the school telling his classmates, like, oh, she got all this stuff, or whatever. You never know. Like, because sometimes it's just loose lips sink ships, and sometimes you could inadvertently get robbed by someone just talking.
Or that, they might be hanging out with the wrong crowd, because, a lot of times when you have like a trouble past, you can kind of go to like certain groups for family that you never really had at home.
Yeah.
Because Marlo, I don't think she knows how to.
Oh my God. So you saying they could have joined the gang?
I'm not saying that they could have, but it's Atlanta. So.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's just so, it's scary. It's very scary. Marlo, that needs
to be. I do want to touch on that Crystal said is about Marlo talking negative in front of the kids, and the kids can hear it. We had mentioned that before, how she does stuff in front of the kids that they probably don't need to hear. Like the fact that she called the mom and was
that was horrible.
Right in front of them. You should have did that prior to filming. You should have already got that agreement prior to. Don't call her while you're filming, just to have a moment.
Yeah, and that was horrible, because you don't know what them kids are going through now. Like now, because now they're reliving it.
Mm-hmm. And then got her on speaker talking about she don't want to see them kids and all this other stuff, and sounding crazy. She's probably on drugs,
right?
Drugs. So I don't think it was good for, number one, for her kids to see her in that light. Like, if she's still not well, probably keep them away from her.
And then you make sure, and that's what they would do anyway. They would keep them away from her for a while until they had like a little counseling, and then gradually move them, together. And she should have made sure that she was going to speak to the children before she did that, because that was another double rejection. Like, you already rejected us by being crazy and on drugs, whatever. And now you're rejecting us when we're trying to speak to you and you don't want to speak to us. Mm-hmm. So those kids want to feel, and now you got kicked out. Like,
you probably talking negative to the kids. So
ain't no lie.
They don't want to be down there. Marlo is coming across as very trashy. Like, the same thing happened with Erica Mena. Teenagers can be hard work, especially growing up in a dysfunctional family. Marlo shouldn't say negative things around them and on TV. Yeah, you shouldn't say negative things in front of the kids if they're already surrounded by a whole bunch of negativity. Her cutting off their phones irritated me. She cut off the baby's phones.
She was like, I'm going to disconnect their phones. It's a sad situation.
What did she have when she got robbed? She was in her home, so I guess it was all the clothes or whatever that was in her house,
Yeah, the way, because she's shown her closet before, like on Instagram, and then, remember Nene went down to her closet, because that was before, and I was in awe of her closet, like all that Chanel, the bags and everything. I don't know if she sold them by now,
but does she live in a gated community, or does she not? Or is it
Candy does as well, and they got right to her gate. They got to her gate. They passed it, the community gate, and came up straight to her gate.
People is crazy.
You don't know who's working with who's letting who in, because you don't know.
The nephews were on social media saying things that are crazy, so that's why Marlo wanted to cut your phones off. So they were saying crazy stuff on the internet, like what? You saying Marlo using them kids for a chat? Lord. Marlo is a bottom feeder, and I don't expect her to act any different. Dang. Y'all seen the truth about Marlo. I've been saying this for years, but I think her getting this peach really exposing her for who she is. And I hope...
Yeah, I think she needs to be demoted next season. I don't want to... because I don't like the way she's carrying on.
Yeah. And it's like she starts stuff for no reason, and I don't like that either. Either you have a problem or you don't. Don't just start stuff.
Yeah, you're just trying too much.
Marlo is just like her nephew's bad behavior. She has never grown up, and they're just like her. I see a lot of similarities between Marlo and Dr. Heavenly.
Yeah,
I see like they're the same person. Marlo is a gutter snipe.
not a gutter snipe, not a low down, not a low down gutter snipe. Straight up out the hood.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back to these gutter snipes, and we're gonna talk about this cabin party.
Not come back to the gutter snipe.
So y'all, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will be right back.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it. I sent you something. Thanks, Ranting, for the photo. She got the.
Is this the situation?
See, I didn't even see it from all these angles.
And then she sniffed it.
Right, I didn't even see it from all these angles. He's like,
"Why y'all send me that?"
Ranting, you probably just stopped the show with this because we can't.
And then she's like inquisitive, like,
yeah, like, let me see. Wait a minute, I gotta put my shades on. Wait,
this is why I am not watching the show. This is why, because I felt like I didn't like the cast. I felt like half the class is unlikable. I don't like.
No, but they are likable. I think if you watch it,
I don't really like none of them. Really like that.
I think if you watch it, it's a good show. Because I didn't think I was like, let me just see, because the College Hill that I saw, But when I looked at it, was good. Even with Stacey Dash, because when she got black-itis and fell out and had the ambulance take her out,
I don't think they're really going to school. Like, school is not a semester thing. It's not like
because they're not really learning anything. But they did have to dissect the pig. They had to dissect.
We did a high school.
They had to dissect. They having a mock trial right now. They're doing like in Black I think Black History. They're doing a mock trial like. But it's a lot. They're doing like stuff, but just not like real college students. But you just see how stupid they really are. Not stupid. You see how less than smart some of them are.
I really loved College Hill, and I really would have rather them bring 7 ladies that we don't know who are actually going to college or HBCU, or because I thought that the regular College Hill had a great formula. I don't think that y'all needed Nene or Ray J or Stacey Dash to bring College Hill back.
Maybe this opens the door for them to bring back a reality show, something like that, because College Hill was great. I really liked it.
Renton says they're going to eat Marlo up at the reunion. I hope so. But the thing about Marlo is she's not going to let you get a word in edgewise. So she's going to try to overtalk you. She is her mother without drugs. Her mouth is so foul. And I think that's what Crystal was trying to say, was that you can't be dogging these kids out and then expect them to be Black excellence, and you dogging them out all the time. And they don't have nothing else to look forward to. I don't know where the dad at. We don't know nothing about the dad or his side of the family. So,
it's just a messed up situation. It's horrible. Hey, Miss Bernice.
You said there was intelligent challenge. Is that what you said, Mace, over there on?
We on College Hill? Yeah, they they're less than, they really act less than smart. Like you see a
How
lot of,
hard is Kenya Booty? I don't know. I have you seen it be super hard?
it does look hard. Like sometimes it looks soft. That's why I was like, is it a pillow? Is she padding? Like I don't know, because sometimes it looks stiff, like real muscular, like, and then other times it looks kind of fluffy. I don't know.
Do you think she might have got butt pads or butt injections? Because you know the K Michelle's is coming out now.
I don't know, but it's sitting out kind of weird. You understand? It's like sitting out, like it's the legs, and then it's like she's shaped like a P. Like it comes out like that, and then it goes in, and then the legs. So it looks kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot going on with Kenya Booty. So I don't know. Like sometimes I don't know if it's like a magic booty. She takes it off, she takes some out, and then puts some in, and
Not taking some off and put some back on, Lord.
no, because sometimes it looks really hard and muscular and tight, like she just hit the Stairmaster one time too many, and then other times it looks like regular. So I don't know if the muscular one's hers, and sometimes she pads, and I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, but I want to talk about Sheree and her baby toe getting messed up. The way she was explaining it was kind of cringy. I'm like, ooh, that don't sound fun.
Yeah, and I know it. Oh my God, I feel sorry for her toe, because I broke my toe.
And I think it was just one toe.
Yeah, it was, and I broke my pinky. That pinky, and I just touched it, and it's still sore. And I broke it probably about close to 8 years ago.
Really? And it still is hurting?
It's still, if I move that pinky, it's still like, it was still like, if I touch it a certain way, it still feel the twinge, like, ooh.
Did you take your cast off early? Because I believe you probably took it off early.
It probably got on late. That was the problem, because I was upstate with my husband, and I slipped on something at one of his family members' house, and I told them, like, my toe is broke. They was like, no, it's not broke. You can move it. They was like, wiggle it. And I was able to move it. And I was like, nah, this sucker's broke. I was like, I know, I feel it. It's broke. Mm-hmm. And because when I went to walk, and you don't know, you need all your toes. It's so weird, because you think if I lose a pinky, I'll be okay. Like, but you need it to walk, because I was literally like walking lopsided, because I was down there walking like George Jefferson. So I was like, oh my God, I was like, it's so much pain. And then they was like, no, it's not broke. And so I started cutting out my uptowns. So I cut out like 3 pairs of uptowns to make a boot when I found out it was broke. Because I went to the doctor probably a week later after it was turning dark. I mean, I was like, no, this thing is broke. I'm going to the doctor. They did an x-ray, and they was like, yeah, your pinky toe is broke, but it started to heal. Mm-hmm. It started to heal in the wrong place. So they had to wrap it real quick, and they tied the two toes together, and to put it to make it go in straight. So I don't know if because it healed and they didn't break it, they was like they're not going to re-break it and reset it, but it was healing a little crooked. They said the tape should straighten it out, but when I do touch it, it gives me a twinge right there when I would touch it.
Maybe it didn't heal properly, because
no, that's what I say. It started healing, because I didn't go to. I thought it was just probably sprained, because everybody was telling me it's not broke because you can move it. So I was like, yeah, I can move it, but it feels broke. So I waited about a week, and I do have it. I heal fast, like my body heals really fast. And they was like, it started healing. They was like, it's starting to heal, and it's healing crooked. So they wrapped it, and I had to wrap it for about 3 weeks and walk. They gave me a boot, but I wasn't wearing that boot because that boot was tacky.
Well, you wasn't wearing the boot.
But I made my own boot. I took some Nike Uptowns and cut the fronts out and bedazzled the side and put my foot right in it. I made my own boot. It was just as good as the other boot.
Praise God. I have never had anything broken, knock on wood. I do not want to go through that. That does not sound fun.
That toe hurt. That I can imagine. Poor Sheree. So she got that booty sitting on it.
Sheree has her boot, and her and Marlo are taking a really nice car. I don't know what kind of car it was, but they took a really nice car over to the cabin. Meanwhile,
what was it they said it was? Was that the Rolls Royce? Was it
I think it was a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or something. It was very high end. It looked really nice. I love the interior.
Yes, the interior was everything.
They was eating in there. Okay, they was eating. Marlo was passing gas, Then we cut to the other ladies. Marlo is so shady and dirty. Like, she is so shady. She gonna send them wings from OLG. And she made sure that was from OLG. So she sent the OLG wings over there.
Oh, she like, Candy, eat your own mess.
She didn't send the Uber Black. She sent one of them cheap Ubers over there, like a Sonata. I don't know what type of car it was.
It was. They said the name of the car was it an Aston Martin? It was some type of car.
It looked like a van. Like, it did not look like an Aston Martin.
They said it was a luxury car. That's what they had said. I'm not into cars, so I don't know.
It didn't look luxurious.
I don't know a Camry from a Honda, or is a Camry a Honda? I don't.
It looks more Camry-ish to me. Like, it didn't look like a whole lot of money compared to what what Marlo and them was riding in. So they get in there.
Eat down to the car.
They was eating. Marlo was eating in the car.
Marlo was eating in her luxury car because her interior and the luxury, and for them to allow them to eat in that car, why the hell Candy and them could eat them OLG wings in that little cheap car?
I ain't gonna lie. I want to let them eat in my car too. Wings. Like, I don't like people eating. My car might be junky, but it's my junk. I don't want your food residue all over my car.
You like, but ain't no barbecue fingerprints.
Yeah, you don't have. Trying to eat wings in the car. I mean, I get it. You're on the trip, but you can't really wash your hands. There's no relief.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And my thing is because I would have drove the hell off. I'm not waiting for you to go back in your house.
And they really sat down and finished their food.
I thought they were just going to run in, and stand up, and just grab. I didn't even think
they went back down, sat. They probably took another hour to eat. And
that's because, that's how wealthy I want to get. I want to get that wealthy.
And she waited. I wonder, was they paying while she was waiting outside?
They had to, because I would have drove off. They had to, because I would have drove off. That's why I said I want to get that wealthy, where I could tell them, wait, I'm going to eat. Because I thought they was just going to go up the driveway and, eat a couple of wings and get in. They went all the way back in the house, sat down, grabbed plates. So it had to take at least an hour.
She don't never leave nothing the way it was supposed to be. Who was we talking about back there? I think I missed that. Who was we talking about? But yeah, that India picture took me out.
Hey, Shar.
Listen, I wouldn't have went. I have to have some food and snacks for a road trip.
Right.
And I would have been happier with like a party bus than a minivan.
They said I can't eat because I can't go nowhere on my bag of potato chips.
Yeah. Like you could have rented them girls out a party bus where they could have ate and drank and stood up and had fun. Y'all have rented out party buses before.
Yeah, Marlo was just trying to do too much.
But no, she was trying to shade them. I think it was shady for you to call them like a cheaper Uber than yours. And then for you to order wings for them, but they can't eat it. They got to wait till they... And then when they said something to Marlo, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know."
Yeah, I didn't know, but while they was eating their food, they had a whole setup. They had the car pull over so it wouldn't spill while they was mixing drinks. I don't know if she had a shaker or anything like that, but they done mixed cocktails. They had glasses. Like, they were just living it up.
And they make their way to the cabin finally. And I must say that I think that the cabin was really nice. I can't really say nothing bad about it. The rooms was, I think all of them was nice, so I don't think anybody would have been upset if they would have got a particular room.
Yeah, that was some luxury accommodations.
It's not to shame when you didn't provide anything they could have provided for themselves.
Right, because Candy could have, I think Candy could have got a mode of transportation.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling Monietta? Was she there?
Thanks for bringing her up. That's the point. I want to like Monietta. She's pretty, but I don't think that she's shown anything on the show of her personality yet for her to be like a friend to the show. Like she ain't really said nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna need for her because I want to hear more about her. I want to know more because the woman who got her tubes, defecated for a man. I need to know more about because what possessed you to do that? Mm-hmm. And I want to know more about her husband. Her husband, her new husband.
What about her new husband?
I said I want to know more about their dynamic. Like, how did they get together?
And you want to know about Neo? Was it she?
I want to know, like, what was in your mind when, did you believe that he said that he, was going to be with you forever? Like, did you believe this? Like, and then, and like, how did you move on? Like, does your new husband want kids? Are you going to get it reversed? It's a lot going on with her that I want to know about.
Okay, I can see that. But she really needs to bring her personality forward if she wants to actually be on the cast. Bernice says, it amazes me that the one with the least amount of class thinks that they are classy. That's always how.
That's all the time. Look at Toya, down to the Married to Medicine.
That's how it always is. It's always the one that's swear they're the classiest be the most ratchet and toe up one.
She gonna give etiquette classes and everything. Marlo gonna try to give an etiquette class.
Renter says, if I can't eat in the car on a long road trip, I don't want to be there. That's
right.
I understand why Kenya went by herself. Like, at first she told them she's not going. And I could understand that because it's a Marlo trip. Like, why would you, want to be excited to go to a Marlo trip? And Marlo has been antagonizing Kenya the whole season.
Yeah.
Before the season started, they were good. When the season started, Marlo all of a sudden got beef.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about Marlo this season. Because you're just pulling stuff out of the sky and starting trouble. Like, be you. You are enough being you. Like, you're fascinating alone that you have all these luxuries and all these fashions and all these name brands and you don't have a job. So that was fascinating in itself. Like, you don't need to start trouble for us to be curious about you, because I want to know what white man you were allegedly sleeping with. I want to show us the men's in them.
And to me, that really shows how fake it is, because when the show was not on the air, y'all was supporting each other, y'all was liking each other, y'all was, doing photo shoots, photo ops together, y'all was hanging out, y'all wasn't besties. But hold on. Okay.
Wait, how you gonna turn around? Like, I know you. Like, I know you're not down here beeping your horn. Like, I know. While I'm live, how dare you?
How dare they beat their horn? Like, well,
that was Marlo.
That was Marlo.
That
was Marlo right there, being petty. So, saying you're playing Yes Man to Marlo annoys me. And yeah, and the way that she throws Kenya under the bus next episode. Did you see the preview for the next one? Sanya, like
you hopping on the wrong team.
That's a for the wrong team. Number one, I don't think you want to be on Kenya's bad side. I don't think you can really handle the real Kenya. Like, I feel like she's been keeping it cool this season,
right?
But I don't think Sanya has it in her for that.
Because she don't want Keontae. Because Keontae ain't nothing nice. She don't want none of Keontae.
She petty. She petty and low down, but she's trying to do better, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I like Kenya. I really like Kenya.
I like Kenya. I do. And I think that Kenya is a smart woman. I think she knows what's good for the show. Do I think she put on for the cameras? Yes. But that's part of it. I mean,
and I'm glad she addressed Marlo down, and she's like, I'm not playing your game. I'm not going to play with you because you're getting clout off of me. You understand? You want to
before we get to that, Marlo has to continue to throw shade at her guests that she invited to her little get together with the candles. And I wrote down the two funniest ones for me. I guess she wrote like a who is this? Like a quotation, and you had to figure out who it was. So she mentioned one about workout gear, wearing workout gear, and Drew was like, me. And Marlo was like, it's you?
Like, it's definitely not you.
Workout gear?
Definitely not. Like,
man, I had Drew look over there looking stupid. I felt so bad for Drew.
Drew is always looking stupid.
Drew was looking dumb. And then Marlo also mentioned selfish, and she mentioned something about low standards, and that was supposed to be Sheree.
Right. I was like,
that's supposed to be your friend. Like, you can't be dogging me out. Like, I know it's like a funny thing, but Sanya and her Rusty Goals can kick rocks. Like, I'm over the gold medal. Like, I'm over the gold medal.
Yeah, I'm tired of her gold medals too. Like, you can take you and your gold medals and go.
Kimmy says, I think people forget that Kenya is a professional actress. She knows the assignment. She does. I do feel like she's genuine too, but I do feel like she put on the show. Just like I feel like Kawhi put on the show too. Like she put on the show.
Quad is a show pony. She's a show girl.
Yeah, she gonna put on the show. Bernice says she don't want that Detroit to come out of that Jamaica would be so good. I don't think Senya's about it. But Drew went ooh and she thought she knew who it was. Yeah, she was like workout gear, and Drew was like me.
Like no,
that's you really workout.
But the camera people are whoever's filming is so shady. Did you peep how they did the back and forth with Ralph too? Like when she's like Ralph is working out. I don't know if it was this episode or
I think it was this one where she was trying to talk to him and he wasn't responding because of the Wi-Fi.
And that was too funny. Like, because he works out and they just flash back to the pictures. I'm like,
Nola says, "Don't invite me to hear if you gonna shade me." Basically, don't invite me out to shade me. Like that's not fun. And I would have had to call you out on that. And I'm still not over the wallpaper over the plug. I'm still not over that.
I can't understand why she just didn't take a little box cut.
That's real ghetto. That's real. You want to talk about ghetto? That's
yeah, real. Because that was not professionally done. Because the professional would have cut that square out.
Did you put that wallpaper up real quick before the cameras got there?
She probably put that up herself. Was like,
I mean, you might as well cover the whole outlet there. If you was gonna do that, like, why does the outlet have a hood on it?
She's like, she's gonna lift it up, and use it, peel it back.
And it was ugly too for all of that money she's supposed to be having. And she knew what that candle was about. Like she was just trying to get a room, but lucky for her, she got a room. Kenya, they go out to eat, boot and all, and Kenya shows up to the dinner. And when Kenya shows up, Marlo is seething. You can see she is just like. I think she secretly is jealous, and she does say a few things that make me feel like she's secretly jealous of Kenya. Like she's secretly jealous of her. Like she don't know how to make money on her own without selling, what she got to get what she want.
Right.
She came from that street life. She didn't come up being an actress or like a pageant girl. She came up, having to fight for everything. Fight for the bar soap, in the community bathroom. Like that's the way she grew up.
Not fighting for the bar soap in the community bathroom.
I'm just saying. I'm just using it as an analogy. That's the way she grew up. So when she sees Kenya, I feel like she's kind of slick jealous.
Yeah, she is.
So
for all of us, I believe Nene was jealous of Kenya too.
Nene was jealous. She didn't want nobody to take her spot.
Yeah, she was jealous of Kenya because Kenya was like, you kept it, but Kenya was an actress. Like she said, Kenya was an actress. Kenya was in a lot of things before she came to the Housewives. She was known.
Yeah, I knew who she was before she came on the show. I did not know who Lanithia was before the Housewives. Yeah,
and a lot of them are jealous of Kenya is a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she is.
Regardless if they talk about her skin and everything like that, but she's she's a beautiful girl.
Ain't no secret. She's out and proud of her jealousy. I don't think she acknowledges the fact that she's jealous. Drew is a walking contradiction. She is. And she's very childish. And Fatum, I guess she's gonna show up later for Drew. So Fatum.
Yeah, that Fatum.
I wouldn't have had too much words for Fatum. I would have just be about ready to lay hands,
Yeah, because Drew was getting on my nerves anyway. She was getting on my nerves since last week, talking about the ritual that they was doing. It did look kind of ritualistic.
Yeah, it did look ritualistic.
It did, but she was like, it's giving like I guess voodoo or something like that. But girl, what do you think your prophet was doing? What do you think your prophet was doing when she was prophesizing, giving you something psychic? That people cherry pick what they want to pick, like. Oh, I don't believe in certain things, but I believe in astrology. I believe in signs. Like it's like just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stop, girl.
You can choose what they want. But
yeah, because if that was the case, you wouldn't even want to hear nothing from a prophet or whatever.
Hearing saying that the prophet said something I guess it makes people feel better. I mean, about it.
Right, it's the same thing, but they're telling you something. They're foreseeing something that's going on. Like it's just like, I don't want to go to a psychic. I wouldn't go to a psychic, but the prophet tell me.
But they say it depends on the source. Where the source is coming from, whatever the source is. So moving on, we're gonna open the doors to the church real quick and let people who want to say whatever they want to say about the show come on. Kenya comes, but she does not want to stay in the house. Personally, I don't see that it's a big deal that she doesn't stay or not. But I do feel like it's something that Marlo can use to ostracize Kenya and to make her fall in line. She wants Kenya to fall in line with the other girls.
But as she did, she said, like, well, if you're not going to stay in the house, you're not going to be able to participate in any events that we're doing. I don't want you around if you're not going to stay in the house.
I would still come because number one, Bravo paid me, not Marlo Hampton. So
yeah, Marlo's trying to be the big boss.
If Bravo said I'm filming at 12, I'm gonna be there at 12. If Bravo said I'm gonna be there at 4, and I will be filming at 4, whether you like it or not. You can do what you want.
Hey, big girl.
Marlo has absolutely no vibration at all. Y'all really don't like Marlo.
They are coming for
Marlo. Y'all remember when she was wearing a Confederate shirt for her pappy? I'm a spiritual, but I know my ancestors where that Christianity was forced on them by the clear.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, Shady Mace in the chat. Hey, Just Simply.
Hey, Just Simply.
Marlo needs to be in the unemployment line next season. Yeah, Marlo don't need to come back.
Yeah, she don't. I don't like the way she's acting this season, and I don't like it.
And I guess Sanya's throwing a boring ass Jamaica trip. We've been to Jamaica already on this show like 2 or 3 times. Did they go? Didn't they go to Jamaica like 2 or 3 times?
I think they wasn't actually Jamaica.
Where Cynthia was having her sunglasses photo shoot, and they went. Didn't they go with Peter when Peter was showing them the family stuff, or was that the same trip?
I think it was because when they went and got that fish, I think because they look like they just grabbed the crabs and the seafood straight out the ocean and cooked it.
So
I think it was Jamaica.
And
when Cynthia and Peter renewed their vows.
Was that all in the same trip? Because I feel like they went back.
It was Anguilla. They went to Jamaica, and I think then they went to Anguilla.
Okay, because I really want to say that they went to Jamaica twice already. Like,
because I think when they went to Anguilla, that was the infamous pool throw when Apollo picked up Kenya and jumped in the pool.
Oh yeah, and Phaedra let it happen. You should have popped it in.
Right, Phaedra was sitting here looking the man.
Angel says Kenya, aka Ken, with the bad skin is garbage. Kenya is a trifling devil. I think you meant trifling devil. Glad Phaedra read that. Woman of God for filth. Lord have mercy.
Wow. Angel, what Kenya did to you? That was it.
I mean, you don't have to like Kenya.
Right.
You don't have to like her. I mean, but I feel like a lot of people don't for the things that she's done in the past, and I understand that. But
because she did come on with the trickery. I think
it was entertaining, so I can give her a pass.
Can we give Marlo a pass because we gave Kenya a pass? Because when Kenya first came on the show,
it's becoming like bully-ish. It's like not even fun anymore. You're constantly attacking.
But when Kenya did first come on the show, Kenya was doing the little, the little stuff to grab attention stuff.
She was doing stuff to grab attention, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, and then she ended up growing. Like now we see the evolution of Kenya. But Marlo, I'm just tired of her being like that. And the way she's doing Kenya and Candy, I don't like it.
But let Marlo say it, tell her she paying for this, she paying for that, she paying for the driver. So is she paying and Bravo gonna reimburse her? Or
that's what I would love to know. Are these ladies paying for these things out of their pocket?
Marlo was like, I'm paying for this and I'm paying for the house and I'm paying for this and da 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 da. So Is she paying for it,
I
or
would love to know.
did she get a budget from Bravo and said you can spend $20,000 max, and this you can spend it how you want to spend it? You know, I don't know. Thinker says we all know that Bravo sponsored the trip, but Marlo trying to act like Nene. She trying to be Nene, but you just don't have it. You just don't have it.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Yeah, when Kenya pulled out Kim Phil's chair, that was not a good moment. That was not good.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was not good.
Like
I did not like her that season. I will say I
me
did not like her that season. She was becoming bullyish. So I can understand that you don't like her. I get it.
And I was so mad. I think Kim Fields,
I like Kim Fields. And
I liked her, but I don't like her on. I want to live on a lie that she's really Regine. I wanted to live on that lie.
She's really Regine, but she don't want to. Maybe she was too afraid to show that side.
No, I think because it shows she's a great actress, and her mother, Chip did a great job with coaching her because Kim is an excellent actress.
Yeah, she is.
Her mother's even better.
Is her show good? The Upshaws, I think it's called The Upshaws.
I can't get into it. I don't. What's that guy name?
What's his name? Mario something.
Mike Epps, isn't that?
Is it Mike Epps? I've seen it like
whoever is with her, like that. It gets on my nerves. I don't like him. He can do stand-up comedy, but I don't want to watch him act. No, but she's a great actress. Her mother's even better. Her sister was okay. I still didn't like her sister, how she was down there on Moesha, acting crazy when her sister played on Moesha. But
they said I heard that they were supposed to go to Africa, but there was a spike in C-19 cases, and that's why they did Jamaica instead. I do remember they shut down production for a while because some people were getting C-19. I mean, I don't think
you want them in Africa, back in Africa.
It depends on what part. Africa is huge. Number one,
it is.
South Africa. Africa is just not one place. So people get that misconstrued all the time. Like, Africa is all the same, and it doesn't. So
no, it is not. And especially after I watch Rich and African.
Oh, I fell off on that. But I need to get back on. I forget what platform it's on.
It's on Netflix.
Okay, I fell off of it. But they could have went to like
Johannesburg and
Morocco or Ghana or Tanzania. Tanzania has a lot of nature, a lot of beautiful sites. So they could have went anywhere. Maybe they can go to next year, but it's just like, dang, we going to Jamaica again. Like y'all could have went to somewhere else in the Caribbean. Like, I don't know. They haven't been to Puerto Rico, but that's not really out of the country. But
did they go to? Oh, that was Mexico.
They went to Mexico.
Yeah, that was Mexico.
I mean, but can we go other places besides Jamaica every time? Candy should go to hedonism in Jamaica. That's her vibe. She probably already been. They probably in the VIP suites. I know somebody who goes on those trips. But I'm just going.
I didn't even know they like. It's a lot going on.
It's a whole thing. It's like a whole thing, and it happens every year. Nene was wrong for saying Kenya was having a buffalo. But the funny part about it is if we want to see who looked like a buffalo for real,
right?
You look more like a buffalo than anybody.
Nene is a deflector. She's going to call people what she thinks she is because
didn't Kim Zolciak call you a moose? Like
because she is definitely giving moose. Like
Bullwinkle.
Like Nene, it was all jealousy. It was jealousy. She saw Kenya. Kenya's gorgeous.
Kenya's pretty for sure. I cannot stand her fake woman of God behind. Y'all just going way too far in.
Not Ken.
Y'all don't like Ken either.
I don't like Ken. I don't like when she was Ken.
I feel like she was being submissive. She was just trying to keep her husband.
That was way more than submissive. That was That was being so stupid.
She was just trying to keep her husband. That's
No, I'm not trying to keep him. When he acting like that, he's shutting you down at every point, and then knowing that you don't get along with Nene. See, this is why that would have got him cut. He would have got cut right on the show, knowing that I don't get along with this person.
He did not have her back, and I don't like that.
And hugging Nene and I'm such and such and doing all that stuff and whatever. Like even Greg, when Greg, God bless his day, Greg kept the peace, but Greg didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like he stood by his wife, even though he's cool with everybody. He's not going to overly hug and do all this stuff to a person that he knows his wife is not getting along with. And that Mark Zailey should have known that. I want to go to Brooklyn and slap him.
Okay, so we do have people who have joined. So I'm going to let each person talk for a few minutes, and then I'm going to bring the next person on. So I'm going to bring you on first, how you first got in here. So I'm going to bring the first person. Hey, Ranting.
Hey.
Hi. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Did y'all enjoy that picture I sent y'all?
Yes.
I've seen it. Like,
this is going to give me a laugh for like 2
it was real funny. But it'll something that'll get me flagged. It'll get me flagged on IG.
Wait, all you got to do is type in their names, India Love the Game, and then the park, and it come up.
It was the sniffing of the finger for me.
If y'all want to see Scratch and Sniff.
It was the sniffing of the finger for me. Like,
yeah, it was the sniff. It was the sniff.
That's all I had to do. Because it's like there's pictures of, just like on that topic really quickly. It was like pictures of them. And I was like, but this isn't what I'm talking about. So I then added the park and it pulled it right up. So that's a mess.
And he looked like he was going to business.
Oh, yeah, like he was getting in there.
Like he was like doing some plumbing. Like
I was like, because I remember like seeing the picture. I was like, I thought she was wearing a skirt. But then when I saw the pictures, it jogged my memory because I was like, I've been saw these pictures. I was like, that's right. She had on some leggings. And y'all in a park? In a park?
Right. And you had to go down and up with leggings. He had to go down and
talking about because y'all brought up Ken Fields and Chip and the fact that Shady was like Chip a few episodes ago with that iron, acting like Penny Mama off of Good Times.
Right.
I was like, I hope nobody in the house.
I was having anxiety. I was like, I cannot leave the iron on. Black people, we do not leave the iron on. Like,
right. And and after we done watched, if you watch Good Times a couple of times, you do not want the iron on.
Nope.
I will never get over that.
Talking about Alexis Fields, because Mace was like really quickly, and then we're gonna get into the Real Housewives. He was like, "You don't like her?" I was like, "She got range." A lot of people don't realize that she was on Rock when that was on, and like the later seasons when they took her character in, so we got to see her like child acting. But then when she was on Sister, we loved her on that.
Mm-hmm.
When she got on Moesha, I wanted to fight her every episode.
Right.
I saw her. So she has range. And somebody mentioned that she doesn't look like Kim. I was like, no, she looked like her mama.
She looks just like her mother.
She looks
like the mother.
She just like, I think Shady said, Blaze looks like Candy just spit her out her mouth. That's what, Alexis and Chip like. It looked like Chip just spit her out and said,
no, I think Alexis is a good actress, but I didn't like her character on Moesha. That made me like,
she's a good actress, and then she got the Bianca Lawson thing going on. Where Bianca Lawson still looked the same, and it's just like, you 42 playing a 17-year-old. I don't know how this works out, but black don't crack unless you're smoking it and are very hateful. So there's that. Now, let's get into this episode, because even though Sonya's saying your 4 gold medals, but we don't talk about the bronze wasn't on there, she still got on my nerves. Marlo got on my nerves. Drew kind of got on my nerves. Sheree and her jacked up foot got on my nerves. Then she got on my nerves yesterday because it was brought up with her and Baby Gap. And it's just like, he want to move into Chateau Thelma because he ain't got nowhere to live. And Sheree is living there rent-free because that's her mama. But it's Chateau Thelma. And we all know, and Mel has said, that Atlanta is her happy place. That's where she wants to be with her kids. And you were on my live yesterday when I was doing All the Queensmen, which I'm going to do, that review tomorrow because the 2 episodes, I hope they came out today. I hope
Did they?
I think so.
See, now you're going to have me up all night and I need to go to bed.
No, I don't know if they came out tonight. I hope they did. But anyway, I said, we all know Atlanta is Mel's happy place, and that's where she wants to be. And the only reason why she can't move to Atlanta full time with the kids is because of how custody is set up in Huntsville. He would have to move too. So this is all my opinions, and it's not fact. It's all alleged. I think he trying to get into Chateau Thelma because he need a financier, Miss Thelma, by way of Sheree, and is going to allow them to film for Love and Marriage Atlanta and for Mel to be where she's happy. Because I looked at them lives when she was down there with her brother, and he was on the grill, and Miss Van was there, and the kids was in the pool, and he was throwing the kids in the pool. They all having a good time. She looked so happy. I was like, you're just trying to get down there so you could get you a sugar mama. Don't do it.
Well, who would it be a come up for? Do you think it'll be a come up for a Sheree or Martell?
Neither.
Both.
It would be both if Sheree, because let's be clear, her ass need to hit the unemployment line too, because you give nothing, you serve nothing, and you won't give no fashions, and that's why Dwight gonna be sitting front and center with a different haircut at your She by Sheree fashion show again.
Not Dwight.
Y'all didn't see Dwight in the
Not Dwight.
Y'all didn't see Dwight in the mid trailer?
Yeah, I saw him because
he looking like, oh, she not giving fashions. I was like, Dwight, you in the same seat. You was in 13.
Right. Dwight gonna show up for this fashion show. He's like, this fashion show that happened 30 times. And all 30 times, I'm gonna show up and critique.
But Rancy, do you have anything to say, like close it up before we add on the next person on here?
Running down everything, let's be clear, it was, even though Bravo set this up, it was probably left on, the bane of my existence, because she just joined Patrice Woodbine up in that, area in my life. Marlo, it was set up so her and Sheree could be in the Rolls Royce eating off a charcuterie board and drinking and eating and talking ish about everybody else who wasn't in the car with them. Y'all set that up to, split the group up like y'all are. I call Sheree the bane of my existence and 4 gold medals, but we don't talk about the bronze. The raggedy ass stepmom and her 2 Cinderella's raggedy ass stepmom and her 2 ugly ass stepsisters. That is that group right there. It was a set up that they came up with to divide everybody. Okay.
So the son that Todd came up with to go and bring to Barbara with the bullshit.
I can't even put Todd in there, because Todd would have had a car set up so everybody could eat on a long road trip. I'm not going on a road trip.
Todd would have had it set up where they could eat. I think that was done on purpose.
And then it should say, I don't know if anybody else picked up on this, but it should really say something about how Marlo feels about the other girls, or Bravo, or whoever set up the trip, and the way they split them up is the fact that the bane of my existence is She by Nobody was in the Rolls Royce drinking wine and anything else, some spritzers, whatever you want to call it, with a charcuterie board with the cheeses and the meats and everything else. But the ladies who were in the Aston Martin, which I'm pretty sure if Candy wasn't cheap, she would buy one of those, but she cheap and she want to keep her money to herself. Y'all got them wings from what is it? Old Lady Gang? Olo?
The wings did look good though.
The wings look good, but I was like, that should tell you what they think about y'all. They got y'all wings. Not a charcuterie board, not no wine, not a spritzer, not the meats and the cheeses and everything else. They got your wings and basically told you can't eat in a car. And I'm not gonna eat in there.
Yeah, that was shady. That was real shady. And then they kept flashing back to them driving and pulling over, mixing drinks. What?
Yeah. Mañeta, I have to look it up. So she could get her tubes reversed if she wanted to, but it would also have to be because she got them burned. So I always thought you couldn't get them reversed if you had them burned. But when I looked it up, it was like, no, you could have it reversed, because whether it was cut or tied, whatever it was going to have to go away anyway to reconnect them. But I want to know more about her. But y'all did say she signed on late, so maybe she late in the game. Yeah. She talked a little bit this episode, because I pointed out that the ladies, the ones in the car who weren't with She by Nobody in the bane of my existence, they all had experiences with taking in family members. My family even took in some family members. The only thing that most of them wouldn't understand and couldn't get with is the fact that you threw them kids out for 30 days. I said that Sister Crystal probably got custody of the kids, and she just allows Marlo to wheel them out for a check. But then it's just like, Crystal, you living in a 2-bedroom, about to move into a 3, and that's 7 people in a 2-bedroom right now. How does that work? Are you sleeping in the living room? Does the 4 toddlers have a room to themselves, and then the boys who are older have a room to themselves? Make that make sense. And then Niecy Dixon pointed this out. Crystal's not a nurse. She's probably a dental assistant, which dental assistants don't make that much money. So you sitting up here lying. Once again, bane of my existence. So sad that she got robbed. Like, I don't wish that on nobody. Stop stealing. I don't like a thief. Don't be stealing from people. Go out here and get it on your own. People make it every day.
So you saying it was the white man that came back for his money?
I don't know.
Or it was karma.
It could be karma.
It was karma that kicked that door?
With the candles, the situation, what I was saying in the chat was when Drew was like, ooh, 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 I was like, I don't know. Like, in my head, I was like, I don't think she thinks it's about her. I think she said, ooh, 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 because she knew who it was about. And she said,
she was raising her hand like she knew the answer. She was raising her hand like she was
right. She did the, ooh, I know the answer. You know, when somebody does, ooh, they know the answer. They got the right answer, and they really want you to pick on them so they can say it. But them candles were shady, and the first candle should have went to Drew. With the delusions. But, you know.
Yeah, I thought that one was for her.
Yeah,
but Ranton, thank you for coming on here. We do have other people waiting in the bag. I want to get to everybody, but thanks for dropping by.
Okay.
And see you at your review.
All right.
See you, Ranting. Hey, Nola, you there?
Hey, Nola.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I was talking about Mace don't never leave nothing the way it's supposed to be. The neck brace was bedazzled. Now we finding out she done made and bedazzled her own doggone boot. She don't never.
She don't listen
the way the people
right now.
You probably your foot probably messed up because you didn't probably keep it in that boot.
No, it was messed up because I went a whole week without going to the doctor, being ignorant and listening to these people talk about it's not broke because you can wiggle it. You know, but I'm like, I'm walking, but I'm about to tilt over every time I walk. They like, you okay? You know, but I was just listening so I couldn't take it no more.
Nah, here's all I got to say about this. Listen, when Kenya was acting the way Marlo act, I gave her guts. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, Marlo acting the way she's acting, she gonna get her guts. I feel like this. I feel like Marlo is just doing too much, period. Because she's a peach holder. When we was cool, Marlo being who Marlo was, shade and all, was why we wanted her to have a peach. Yes, she's been a friend of, but to me, now that she has a peach, it shouldn't have changed her. Marlo done been on cash trips. She done had confessionals, so nothing that she's doing now is new to her. We done seen Marlo carry her own scenes, have her own things. So therefore, she should have, you know what I'm saying? She should have came on and been the same Marlo that we was. She doing a little bit too much. When it comes down to Kenya, I was mad that Kenya didn't stay on it. I feel like Kenya stand on how she felt. I feel like Kenya, yeah, you bring Brooklyn everywhere. You gonna have your nanny, au pair, whatever you want to call it, your au pair, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like Kenya, you just don't want to stay at the house because you don't fool with Marlo, and that's fine. She should have just said that. You know what I'm saying? Stand on it. Don't try to use, well, I might have my baby. I kind of feel like that was an excuse not to totally shade Marlo. But at the end of the day, ma'am, you're not about to tell me if I don't stay at the house with you, knowing that things ain't comfortable between me and you, and I feel I feel uncomfortable. I'm not about to lay my head nowhere I'm not comfortable. Grab your trip, have your cabin, kick rocks. Just like the same way you told your nephew to kick rocks, and me and my baby gonna make our own trip at our house.
She just wanted something she could have over Kenya, like some type of control or something to put her back in line because she's doing too much. She got to be under her. She got to be over her. She got to let her know what it is. So she was kind of abusing her power.
I mean, really, but what power is it? Because you on a trip?
Yeah. Anything that on she a trip, no over, God. Anything that she can have over somebody else, she gonna take it.
No God. Hey my sis, California cutie, check your phone. I had text message you earlier, girl. I can't stand Marlo. She on my last nerve. And as far as this Sherelle Martell number thing, allegedly spring, summer, or September, I want to know if it was Martell who she was remembering. when she when she was on Watch What Happened Live on Sunday, talking about I got it. Yeah, I got a new man, and he's she let us know that the new man is breaking that back, and you saw every
Right,
teeth in
she
her
did
mouth.
say that, Nola.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
Did
then
she
she
say
did
that
say
Martell was breaking
awesome,
her back?
she
ever.
said that her new man was, and
But
that
listen,
Tyrone had some whack.
But wasn't he just hooked up with Coleslaw not too long ago? But you was
She
with
said that
Sheree?
but she did call out Tyrone. She said Tyrone was, he was whack in the bedroom. I'm like, did y'all even make it to the bedroom? The
So
way he
number
was
one,
avoiding you?
why was you so hurt then? If he was broke, he was in jail, and he didn't have no good relations, what was you hurt over?
girl, I don't know because I'm not crying. Anyway, that's a conversation if we ever do an after dog.
Yeah, we need to do it after dark because
We'll talk about it in the chat and
our
plan it.
regular shows be after dark. Y'all be talking about everything. People in the park and getting
Like the
put in
last
the
one we
park.
did, that
That
person on
park,
my
the park picture
when
was
we was on
everything.
my channel and the person in my chat was trying to lick me and so damn up and down.
Yeah, they said that they want to lick.
Yeah, because
Nate.
he said he wanted to eat Nola.
Oh Lord, I, y'all
That
be
was a mess. But I feel like Sheree done let Fatoum come over on this show as her friend, and she's really outdoing her as far as the drama and the mess. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe if they are gonna go with this Martell and Sheree, a couple thing allegedly, I think it's one of convenience. I think Martell needs to redo his image because everybody see him as a sleaze bag. Okay. And
which he
so I
is.
think getting
Oh, wait, wait,
he
wait.
couldn't
Ray
do
Bay
it. He
said that
couldn't do it with
Tyrone got a doorstop.
he couldn't do it with Ariane. You know what I'm saying?
A
He couldn't do it with
doorstop.
Ariane, and Mel don't want him. So Sheree might be using him as a way to secure a storyline. Bravo only brings her back for one season and then drop her. So if they are together, it could be he's her storyline for next season to secure her new contract, and she is going to help him with his image as far as he has a better woman, a refined woman, a more woman of class, kind of on the when you look at the dressing, like Sheree can sell herself. You know what I'm saying?
ACC.
She can sell herself. And then so that might help his image. And then they equally yoked. He still ain't got no builder's license. She still ain't got no joggers. They just still ain't got.
Yeah.
Can you see her playing stepmama to the
No, I
kid?
don't. Like I say,
No.
it's a four if they are together. If and you know what they say, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Yeah,
If because
he
I
laid
don't believe it. I
out.
don't believe that they are together. But if I'm saying that could be the possible reasons, it would only be a four TV relationship to secure her contract. You know what I'm saying for another season.
He lives with
Um,
his mama. I don't think Sheree cares. I think her standards are really low. I think her
or
standards are
Yeah, because
really
after Tyrone, like,
as
girl.
long as he
or
has a resemblance of money, she's okay.
But no, Ray
and
Bay said that Tyrone got a doorstop. That was code for Tyrone. He got a little.
I mean, what she did say was giving shrimp cocktail appetizer.
Not Vienna sausage.
She
And
said that episode one
for
of this
all my
season.
Latinos, the
Did she
Sanchicho.
really say that? Did she say
She
shrimp
did. She
cocktail
did. She
appetizer?
did.
She said it was whack. She's like, basically. And I was like, but when did y'all have time? Like the way
And
he was
quick.
avoiding you like the plague, girl.
She said 5 minutes grits take longer to cook. She said 5 minute grits take longer to cook. No, she didn't say that literally, but I'm just saying she said it was
He
over
said he
before it
faster
started.
than the air fryer.
But I don't believe it. I don't believe that Sheree. I don't want to believe it. But then again, we have seen Bob, Tyrone, Lord Jesus, we getting work. You know what? Never mind. I ain't gonna say what
Yeah,
I
this is
want.
why I'm saying I'm gonna need Sheree to find a nice masculine woman for her to try to work something out with because her picks is not working. Like between Bob, that fake therapist that was down with the curly head and the bald spot, that was crazy. And now Lyrone, like it's a lot going on.
Did y'all see? And this the last thing I got to say. Y'all, I am so upset with Sheree for dealing with Tyrone. Okay. Now, Rand Ricardo brought up the white sitting up in a fashion show with no fashions. How dreadful. Okay, sitting up in the front row. But did y'all see when they said Tyrone was coming in, that Tyrone had showed up? Did y'all see that man that was Tyrone and how he was walking up in there?
Right, Tyrone.
Y'all, when I saw that, I said, I know you lying. I know
Right, I'm
you
like, this
lying.
is a whole
Lord,
gigolo.
I said Sheree had better pay somebody. This man walking up in here with a whole full old time sweatshirt with that walk.
Tyrone looked like
With
a
Was he wearing?
1994.
girl,
Was he
yes,
looking
he
like
looked
a
like
feminine
something
slipback?
straight out of Boys in the Hood. I
Yeah,
said,
he
I know
was
you
given
lying.
1994. Like,
How
I
long
used
was
to
he
sell
locked up?
drugs.
It depends on how long he was locked up. He probably
No, but he wasn't locked up that long enough, that long
How
to
long
be.
was he locked up? Because he probably went in, and that was probably the style
You
back.
didn't go in in the
He
90s.
been out long enough. He been out long enough. Like you,
Because the way he
no.
walked, and he walked up all smooth, like I don't know how to explain it. You know how the guys that used to be on, like they probably sold drugs in the 80s and the 90s, and then when they moved on to the 2000s, they still thought they was on, but they done got arrested, lost their stash, lost their connect, but they still got the clothes from when they sold in the 90s, and they still think it's fresh. That's how he walked in, like
Yes, Cleopatra. He had that jailhouse walk. When
that
he
sweat. He's
walked
like,
in,
what?
I said, I know you lying. Lord, please tell me they done found somebody and casted them as Tyrone. Since
I know
Tyrone don't
that
want
ain't
to go to
my bro.
jail because no God, please don't let this be this man. Please don't
Oh
let
my
this be
god!
this
I'm gonna
man.
have
Because
to go back and look
if
at.
that is really Tyrone, I'm telling y'all right now, when I do my review, I'm gonna drag the piss out of Sheree because no ma'am. I could see her being with Bob because Bob had money. So it erased that face, that body, and that eye. But you know what? I'm done. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for coming by, Noah. We're gonna have to talk about that in the DM. We're gonna have to talk about that. Hey, Bernice,
Hey y'all, how y'all doing today?
doing pretty good. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Y'all know that Drew ain't got no substance, so stop listening to her.
Right.
Drew just, I think she just wants to be a part of the group. She really
Yeah,
she's has a lot of insecurities. I feel like, and I don't think she's ever really had girlfriends. You know, like real female friends, like that
she,
really have her back.
yeah, that's a, and her behavior that would be true because
Hmm.
she don't know how to be a friend,
Hmm.
and um,
Most of them don't, honestly. Most of them don't know how to be a friend,
nah,
except for maybe Candy and Kenya.
right.
Sometimes.
I love Sonya. I love her more as a commentator than in acting on Atlanta Housewives.
Hmm.
I think she's trying too hard. She didn't take the memo. You still a neophyte. You just sit back and you just observe, and then you interact.
As far as Moneta, I just wish she would do a little bit more. Like I wish she was more involved because I do want to like her, but as far as right now, we don't know much about her on the show.
Right. Oh yeah, she giving me the alabaster. Mm,
Alabaster, what's Alabaster?
um, a scholar.
Oh, okay. Well, Escalade, they played her at the reunion real bad. You remember they brought her out for 10 minutes and they sent her.
Yeah, that was bold. That was really bold.
That was really upsetting that she got dressed up for 10 minutes to be.
Yes. Um, Marlo. Marlo is a hurt soul, and until she deal with the hurt that her mama gave her for putting her in the system,
Hmm.
she ain't gonna be worthy for nobody.
Hmm.
And the way she did her nephew, if you wasn't sincere in the fact that she was helping out, because we have all helped out our family members,
Hmm.
sincere in helping out your nephews because nobody else could step up to the plate because you was able to, and then for you to throw them out. First,
Hmm.
one thing you came from wrong because you tried to buy their affection instead of saying, "Well, I know you're going through something hard with your mother. I'm here to support you. She my sister and I love her. She in a bad place right now, but when she get it together, we're going to reunite the family." She never came from that spot, and she never will, because in her eyes,
Hmm.
she's doing good, but she's not. She's she's just another version of Wanda. Simple as that.
Absolutely.
She's another version of Wanda.
Absolutely. Anything else that you pick up from the trip, or
The trip was shady as heck, and that shows how she's a hurt soul.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. I don't have to tear you down in order to lift myself up. We all girlfriends, and we come together. We lead together. Come on now, you don't separate. That's like the talls and the smalls when they went to Africa. You don't do that.
Well, I think Kenya was separating because number one, her and Marlo are not getting along. They're on it's Marlo's trip, so I think she would feel more at ease and not so much on the defensive if she was somewhere else. So I can see why she separated herself.
Yeah, because Marlo, one minute you want to be friends with Kenya, and then the next minute you want to talk about her like a dog, like she did something to you. When in reality she ain't did nothing to you. In reality, you don't have a storyline, so you got to look for somebody else in order to make yourself relevant. Girl, go back to the first grade.
Yeah, it's really childish because you're mad at her because she said that she was sick. Really? And you really can't say nothing else, but she said she was sick.
She was just looking for a reason to start with her.
Yeah, you just anything. Like anything.
Yeah.
If she drop a piece of paper on the floor, I can't believe that you did that. That's what Marla would do.
Yeah, she would. She would.
But thank you, Bernice, for coming out here. We're gonna bring on the next person.
Okay, y'all have a good one.
Miss Bernice.
Okay, love y'all. Bye bye.
Love you too.
Love you. So we are gonna bring on. I was about to say, did I knock him out? Hey, thick girl.
Hey, thick girl.
Hey, y'all.
Is that Kenya?
That look like Portia.
Is that Portia?
That's Kenya. That's Kenya. I don't like Portia.
Right, I'm like, I hope that's
that's a heavily edited picture of Kenya.
You like heavily edited. I'm done.
I didn't do that. I just took it off the internet.
I'm done.
I was like, it don't really look like Kenya.
I wouldn't know what it is.
That is Kenya in full glam.
She probably look like Marlo if I tried to edit it.
That's Keonce. That's Keonce.
I'm not saying you edited it, but I'm talking about her.
Oh. Yes, airbrush. She's still beautiful though, but
yes.
Drew can leave. Sonya can leave, and Marlo for goddamn sure can leave. I cannot do Marlo. I don't like her. I don't see me liking her. You got your nephews for a storyline. Then once the storyline was made and you got that peach, you threw them away, and then you put their stuff in. I still want to know, why did them kids have to go to a laundromat? Your ass you talk about this spectacular townhome and all the good thing and all that about what you got. You ain't gonna tell me you ain't got no washer and dryer. So was your nephew and them clothes not good enough to go in your washer and dryer?
When did they do that? She was making them go to the laundromat?
No, she did. She said that she would send them to the laundromat to go. And I was like, because I was thinking at times, like, the laundromat is fabulous as you live. You don't have a washer and dryer.
That's horrible. So you don't.
Yes, and then she made them put their bags in. Right. Then she made them put the stuff in hefty bags. She didn't even give them little cute. You know, everything Marlo got is cute, whether it's a damn clothes hamper, a shoe box. She put the bedazzles and do all that to everything. Why them kids had to put their stuff in the goddamn trash bag? And I'm more than likely that's how they took their clothes to the sister house as well.
She probably look at them as dirty, and maybe she don't want them using her stuff or being.
But you're their aunt, and they've been living with you. When this show started, they were living with you for a good while. So therefore, everything that was in them bags touched her house. So what difference would it have made? No, she wanted them to struggle the way that she struggled. She wanted them. That's how she used to have to do. She's making them live the way that she has to live. Marlo is treating them kids like a person who. You know how when you've been through so much, you want somebody else to feel the pain that you felt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's how she's treating them damn kids.
And I don't know if she's doing that on purpose. I don't know if it's on purpose or is it just like the way
she
was
live with them, but she wants the glory of being the mom team. No, she was so proud of telling everybody,
Exactly.
Yeah.
but when it gets down to it and the cameras got cut off and nobody's watching, it gets tough, and you don't want to deal with it. Let's be
Exactly.
clear.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with
Yeah, because
Exactly.
raising, and then they're teenagers and
They're
preteens.
teenagers, they're troubled teenagers.
Right, and then sometimes they're already set in their ways. Like
And they
sometimes,
boys. They're
and they're
boys.
boys, and she don't know how to handle it. She don't know how to handle it. She don't want to.
Exactly. That's what it all boils
Listen, I
down
don't
to.
want to
She
deal.
likes the optics of how it looks to have reached down and grabbed her nephews and them, and I'm buying them all this and I'm buying them all that. She likes the glitz and glamour of everything, but she don't want the hard work that goes along with it. Because you see, the sister said that she even dropped her off at her mama house, and she knew
Right,
her
she
the
dropped
right?
house
So
she was in was
so
already
this was
fucked
a
up.
reoccurring thing for her. She's like, but I can understand her when she was younger. But now that you're older, and someone just said
She
that she
really
probably don't want the
care
boys
about
to
them.
be
You can tell
entitled.
because the wallpaper covering over the outlets. She don't care about their safety. She don't care about how the room look.
Exactly. And why would you take us into them kids' room dirty like that? They're boys. Why do
Film a
you
whole scene in that dirty room. Film a whole
right
scene
like?
in that dirty room.
Why do you keep showing us this? It shows us how nasty your ass is in real life too. Because why would you even allow it to stay like that? I'm pretty sure you got clean. A maid coming to your house, Marla. I don't believe you clean your ass right, let alone
Right,
the
and I
whole
would have
house.
made them boys clean that up before I kicked them out.
Thank you.
Before
But that makes
before
you
y'all get
look
kicked
bad.
out, clean this up.
Yeah, that makes her look bad. And she lucky he punched a
Yes, she
hole in the
did.
wall and not her damn head. And for her to sit there and tell me something, she gonna send her sister some money this month. Bitch, what happened to last month? What happened to when you first sent them? So I'm over here with 4 kids of my own, already trying to make ends meet. Then you gonna give me 2 big. My dad, I got a 15 and a 16-year-old. They eat like fucking men.
Right, because I'm
They
frying
eat
hot
more
wings
than
right now.
me.
And
So
she
how
don't
you want
cook. She don't cook. All she do
exactly?
is
So you gonna tell this girl you gonna send her some money this month? Which you had spent their check from last month already, so now you gotta wait till this one comes. No, you
and
need to
she
give her the whole damn check. I don't care if it's 30 days or 10 days. You need to help. You should be fucking helping your sister. Period.
and I wouldn't want to burden my sister who already has 4 kids
And
with
she's young at that.
teenagers.
Like how much more?
She's younger than
How?
her.
Yeah, she's younger than Marlo. How can you sit there and send the child? You're supposed to be the wise one. You're supposed to be the one with the wisdom of raising these kids. This girl is trying to navigate herself with her 4 kids. How the hell she gonna add to somebody else? And then you talking about somebody said that when she said when her sister came home from work one day, one of the boys had gave all the kids melatonin. Everybody was in there fucking asleep.
That's not good. You can
That's what I'm saying. But she still left the kids over there. That's what I'm saying. Them kids don't want to be raising nobody else kids. You sent them kids over there to be a fucking babysitter, basically.
Right.
And then when the sister get home from work, she gotta freaking do with her kids and what they messed up all day long. Then add on to it, the boys done messed up all damn day long. Cause you know they in there eating. That's all they do is eat and play the game at their age. Like you gave that lady a whole nother job once she leaves her job. Like I don't like Marlo. I can't do it with her. Her and Kenya may have had the same background, but Kenya were not raised the same. Her and Kenya were not given the same morals or any of that. Kenya got an excuse to be the way Marlo is, but you see, she's a mother now, and she knows it. She's a bomb ass mother. We all see how she treats that little girl. And if you're gonna take on that role, take it on all the way. Don't no man want no woman. What real man wants a woman that would sit there and throw her nephews out of her house because she need a break? You ain't never gonna find nothing that way. Ain't no good gonna come to you in no entities of your life. That's why you can't even spell. Lay archived you. Heifer, I can't stand. I don't like her. You don't do kids like that. That's kids don't ask to be here. If you was willing enough to step up and take them into your house, you should have treated them kids as if they were your own. You wouldn't put your own kids out. You can't put your own kids out. So why do you feel like you can do it with them? They're traumatized enough.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with them, but
And then it's a lot of jealousy too, because you even see how she mentioned to Candy, like about Candy, like, well, they say it's not the money and stuff like that. You can't just dress the kids up and send them out. It's something you have to have more behind it.
But then you talk about the girls. You don't want hand-me-downs and stuff. You worried about the girl. You worried about the image. How the girl. You don't want them to go back to like, well, Marlo be giving us used clothes and stuff. That's why you don't want them to wear hand-me-downs and stuff. But you ain't thinking about the mental of your nephews. You worried about they don't. They've always been given secondhand things, and I just don't. I just feel like they need to know that they're. What about your nephews? How can you say this about the girls that you participate with, but you don't feel that way about your own damn nephews? They got the same blood as you running in their veins.
No,
That's
she feels that
ridiculous.
way about them, and that's the problem. That's the problem in itself, that she does feel that way. She feels that if I buy them stuff and make them look shiny on the outside, but not worrying about the inside. Like, can't even say even with the girls, even if they do have hand-me-downs or whatever like that, you trying to instill morals, respect for them. You trying to instill more than that.
And take them to a therapist and not put it on camera. I don't.
Yeah,
think
you can't just dress them up and give them things like they have games, they have this, they have everything else. They need more than that, and they're gonna need special attention. They're gonna need more than you just dressing them up and making them let them take a limo to school. You know
Exactly. And then you ask them, do they want therapy? What the hell? Don't nobody want to go to therapy, but we all need to.
Yeah, it's not your decision if you want to go to therapy. I'm
pretty sure
that, but it's up to you if you want to talk. Because sometimes people be in therapy because I was in therapy. When I went to my therapist the first time, I was there for like a month, and I ain't say nothing until like we just looking at each other. Because I'm like, what am I going to say to you? Like, it's hard for you to open up sometimes or whatever. So, but you put them in there and let them get comfortable with the therapist so they can express their feelings.
And she ain't paying for it because I'm pretty sure they got Medicaid. They were in the system. She ain't paid for it. So I don't want to hear that. Then with her and Kenya, girl. So you mean to tell me, just so that you can be in the presence of Kenya, just so you can sit there and rag on Kenya the whole time, Brooklyn is welcome at the house, but your nephews ain't welcome at your home. You that pressed to get up to be around Kenya? She don't admire Kenya. She's envious of Kenya. There's a difference. She wants what Kenya got. She wants Kenya to give her the blueprint of how did she get over and how did she get to where she is right now, and she ain't halfway there. That's what it is. Ain't no damn you. I admire you. Know that you're envious of her. There's a difference. And I wish if I was Kenya, I'd be like, bitch, they gonna tell me I can't participate in something like you. Girl, if you don't go on some goddamn way, I'm gonna get my check.
That was childish. And if Bravo told her to be somewhere, ain't nothing Marlo could do. You can
exactly.
And then you can't stop somebody from being somewhere.
And she sounds stupid saying it.
You knew she was coming because she's not going to miss an opportunity to be on camera.
Thank you.
She's not going to miss an opportunity for a trip. So she's coming, but she's going to show up on her terms.
Mm-hmm. And ain't nothing wrong with it. But like Nola said, I'd have been better if Kenya would have been like, look, bitch, I don't want to stay here with you. We not friends. We ain't never gonna be friends. So yeah, I got my own place. If anybody want to come over there with me, you can. But I'm not staying with this bitch. Not one night, not one day.
Think, girl, real quickly before I bring on the last person, what do you think about Martell and Sheree possibly being hooked up?
She ain't got no joggers and he ain't got no builder's license. They're a match made in hell.
I don't see it working out. I see it to be a publicity stunt, but I don't feel like he's really into her or she's really into him. Maybe blew her back out one time, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's a storyline. Like I feel like everybody else.
He seemed like don't he like younger women or is he?
Yeah, he like young dumb women, but he got the dumb part because she'll stay faithful. Yeah. Coleslaw stay faithful to a married man. She'll stay faithful to a man in jail that throw her to the side. So she got the right mindset for him. She just ain't in the right age bracket.
Yeah, I was like, is she even in his age bracket? Like, why would you break up with Mel and get with a Sheree? But
child, yeah. I guess she like tight clothes on men. I don't know what she could see in him. Like, girl, he's not an upgrade. What can he do? He can't pay your light. He can't pay his light bill. How the hell he gonna pay your light bill in the chateau?
Well, I think she probably just looking at it as, he's a younger guy. He might have a little bit more energy for her. She
do like wine though. We know she like to drink, so that might be it. She might get an endless supply of incest wine. I don't know, but I don't believe it's real either.
Incest.
And did y'all see the video of Mel today? Child, Mel looked good as hell in that video. I guess she like, they want to keep playing. Okay, let me show them that I'm not tripping off this man and how I look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sheree's beautiful, and I am too.
Mel always looks good. But thank you for coming on here, thick girl. I
All right,
appreciate you.
good. Y'all be safe. Have a good the rest of the week. See y'all Friday. Oh,
See you
y'all coming on
Friday.
tomorrow?
We are gonna be back on Friday.
Okay, ain't no news this
Be
week.
on here
Okay.
tomorrow. But see you Friday for our basketball watch review. We're gonna be on Nola's page, so y'all please tune in for that. That's gonna be a
Yeah,
good
because
one.
Malaysia got on my nerves. Okay.
Yeah,
She
that
always
damn Malaya.
Love y'all.
love
Love
you
you
too.
too.
All right, we're gonna bring in the last person. Hey, Ray Ray, all day.
Hey,
Hey
Ray Ray.
y'all. Hey Mace. What's
How you
up?
doing?
I'm all good. How you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Can't complain.
All right, so what do you have to say about anything that happened on this episode?
Okay. I have to okay, you have to admit
Mm-hmm.
when Marlo was getting at Kenya at the last moment, I think when Kenya came after
Mm-hmm.
all, I think you're right. Marlo's just trying to have a moment. She's just trying to be petty.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to have that one up on her.
Mm-hmm.
But, Kenya is always going to be on top because Marlo's always sneak dissing. She's
Mm-hmm.
always coming from the side trying to pull a fast one when it's not even that deep. But to be stipulating rules just because, she got her own spot around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Which was
stupid.
petty. Like you rented out a whole nother house just for you in Brooklyn and your makeup team, and but
And
I guess
maybe she got something coming through on the side that she want to hit, and she don't want everybody to know.
mm-hmm.
Girls do that. Women do that. To be honest, I do think she's hitting something that she don't want known.
Mm-hmm.
She's always want to be off and away. And it ain't just Brooklyn. She's trying to get some, but that's just a whole nother can, I guess.
But I can understand her not wanting to stay in the house with those other ladies, like especially Marlo. I can understand that, and I don't think it's a big deal that she's somewhere else.
You're right.
It happened on Potomac when um, Karen and the other people was staying in one house, and then you had Jezebel and Queen was in there together in the other house, so you can
Oh yeah.
exist.
I think Candace called it the maid's quarters or something like that, or
The,
the help
the
or something.
slave quarters or something
Something
like
she
that.
said. I was like, oh, okay, girl.
Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning about Marlo's house getting broken into. Did
I
you want
didn't
to say
hear
anything about
that.
that?
I didn't hear that. Now, what
Well,
happened
on
to
the
her house?
replay, I might post it on my page, but on the replay we did, I played the audio of there was a news article about Marlo's place getting broken into, and we was thinking maybe the nephews had something to do with it because it sounded like
Uh-oh.
teenagers broke in. They're gonna find out
Um,
who did it. It's cameras everywhere. They're gonna find out who did it.
did Candy say that Marlo still don't have the boys with her since then? Did I hear
From
that
what
right?
Marlo was saying in the news report, is that the nephews were with her at the moment.
Okay,
I don't know if they were
okay.
staying for the weekend or the day, but they were allegedly there when they got robbed. Well, broken
Oh
into,
wow.
attempted breaking into. I don't think that they actually broke in.
It was about to be like a home invasion.
Like it was about to be a home invasion.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I'm about to post it now.
Is this the new house or the current one?
The one that she has in Sandy Springs. So the
You
one
want play the recording one more time before we
the
leave?
one that
Oh wow.
the one that she's been filming in. Let me see. It's a long clip, but I'll put it on my page. So if you wanted to go back and
Okay.
look at it,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Yeah, because she said they
Um,
were attempting to kick her door in now.
well, I also heard on the news along with that, people are following people from long distances, knowing that they got money in some form of fashion. So I wouldn't be surprised that perhaps she was followed
because it's happening. I put it on. I think I posted it on my page about, especially women. It was really about women being targeted, but most likely, folks are being followed from the airport, from club bookings, all these different spots that they're located, and they're being followed home.
This is crazy. It's terrible.
And
it's so scary.
A lot in Atlanta area. So
crime is going up, and y'all have to be careful. If somebody is following you and they've been behind you for too long, do not pull into your house. Drive
around straight to the police station.
Drive around and see if you can shake them, and eventually they'll get the picture and just like back away from you. But do not go straight to your house. Like I'm always,
I would drive right into the police station
to see if like a car is following me or if it's following too closely. But you got to be careful.
Between these robberies and a sinkhole, because they had a sinkhole in the Bronx. By where I live at, it swallowed the whole van.
Wow.
Oh my.
And that's, oh my God, that's my worst fear. I always had dreams ever since I was younger of the ground caving in and just sucking us in.
What do you think about
it's so scary.
Drew, what do you think about Drew and Sanya relationship in the house?
Okay. Drew found her moment with Sanya, knowing that she can continue with Sanya as long as she disagrees with Sanya. Sanya will, because she has that Jamaican spirit. No shade to Jamaicans, don't be jumping on me. But we know y'all feisty folks. And we see it in her mama. Even though her sister seems mellow, her and her mama go back and forth. Her mama jumped in. Drew don't want none. Remember that? Drew don't want none. However,
Drew
don't want none of this. She don't want none of this.
She was doing a lot in that moment.
So I do think Drew is playing too much in this. It's not that, like, it's really not that deep. And they're going to just continue to have moments because Drew knows that she can with Sanya.
She knows who she can mess with. And she really can't mess with the other ladies.
She really can't, because everybody else was kind of dogging her last year, talking about her hair, talking about her clothes, and talking about her situation with Ralph. Everybody has something to say. So, she's trying to get out of that, talk about me spirit. She's trying to get that spirit off of her, and she's trying to be a part of, something else other than that. So I just think she's picking more so with Sanya for a moment. She could have been dead at this long time ago. Been dead at this.
But Sanya started it, so I don't feel bad.
Hey.
It's not gonna look out good. It's not gonna look good for either one of them, especially at the reunion. I think Sanya's gonna get read down when they found out that she was going back and forth and flip flopping, like a lot of these new girls tend to do on these shows. Like y'all flip flop until y'all find where y'all fit in at, and then try to go there. Anything else you wanted to say before we end up closing about the episode?
I really did appreciate how Kenya came at Marlo at the end, real ladylike, trying to resolve some things. And, I would think the most amicable thing would be for Kenya really to have her own place, since they were so heated before.
And it's hard for them to get along. Why wouldn't you want the person you don't get along with not to be there?
Exactly. And I hope that Monyetta gets her peach, because she seems like a fun girl. And I can't wait for Petunia to come and start some mess. I want to see Petunia. She seems interesting. I saw her on Watch What Happens Live.
Petunia is messy, and they had her down to Watch What Happens Live bartending, messy ass.
Yeah, I like her.
Calling the authorities, you getting background checks and everything. I'm here for it.
Yeah, she's really outspoken. I like her.
What is Petunia? She's Guyanese or?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
Because she reminds me of one of my Guyanese friends. And I wonder if she's Guyanese.
I don't know. Maybe we can look that up and see what she is. I don't know. But is it going down on the after show? Because I did not see the after show.
It wasn't all that. You know, Sheree really is not that interesting. Sheree is very much a follower. She'll just follow the lead of the conversation. She doesn't have much depth because she's always trying to impress.
Yeah, she holds back a lot.
My opinion. I don't think she has much to give. I really don't. I mean, someone who looks like her physically at her age, something's going on to where she can't comprehend well and just latch on to something. That's what it gives
personality.
Yeah, because even her daughter,
no personality.
Your daughter shouldn't have to tell you that you're worth more than a jailbird. It was just weird for me. Like her daughter just giving her that same advice. It was like the role switch, and she's like, okay.
She didn't know that. Like, it's something wrong with her.
I'm still dumbfounded about her and Lyron. Isn't that what you called her, May?
Yeah, that's Lyron. Because she needs a masculine woman. I'm telling you, if Sheree get hooked up with a masculine, I think it'll work out.
What you think Bob was going across her head? I mean, allegedly he was. She said it.
What?
But I don't know. I don't all the way believe her when she said that Bob was going across her head.
Maybe not going across her head, but probably intimidating her.
He probably pushed her one time, but I don't think
probably shake it. He looked like he a shaker, and she looked like she been shooken. So
he looking at two different directions at the same time. So I don't really see him like hitting her directly. I see him like move.
So he's swinging and missing.
He was swinging in that area probably. I don't know.
But he do look like he done grabbed her up and shook her because she looked like she been shook.
I hope she doesn't think latching to Marlo is secure.
As a baby. No, I'm just kidding.
But Sheree always latches. Sheree was
shaking. They could have shaken adult syndrome. She could have got that later. That could have slowed her, damn.
She just seemed a little slow like Portia.
It was bumped off.
Yeah, Sheree does give a little slow, like, ooh, like, should I go here or should I go there?
Portia, is it an act or are you really that?
I think Portia was acting
off center like that.
Portia was acting because she a whole gutter snipe down. That's a gutter snipe. But we'll be here all night talking about it. But thank you, Ray, thank you, Ray, for joining us.
All right, thanks.
Bye. Thank you. See you
next time.
Yes, they got me down here. I see my son. See them kids, teenagers eat a lot. It's 11:17. I'm down here frying hot wings and making hot wing sauce.
So I'm gonna let everybody go because I know May's got to cook for her children that she has at her house that she take care of.
They got me. Y'all already ate. Why am I making?
Kids love to eat. That's part of it.
I'm gonna kick them. I'm gonna see. Should I go to Marlo route and tell them to get out?
Don't tell them to get out. Go to cook for the children. The children need to eat. I want to thank everybody who came out to support us. I want to thank the people that came live with us.
Yes, thank you, Nola, California Cutie, Just Simply, Yvette, Thick Girl, Ray Bay all day. Who else we had here? We had Jay Rucker here earlier. So Debonair, Mims. Who else? Cleopatra.
So Deb was up here.
Yes.
And thanks to everybody who went live with us, Bernice. Thank y'all for sharing y'all opinions. We'll be back on live on Friday. We will be on Nola's page for our basketball Wives review. So y'all be tuned in for that. I hope y'all stay safe. Don't let nobody follow y'all to the house. Take care of y'all kids. Cover up y'all outlets. Uncover y'all outlets. Don't let them be covered by a wallpaper. Make sure you're taking care of all your kids.
Don't kick them out.
And don't kick your kids out when they make you mad. You can't do that all the time. That's not right.
Don't kick them out,
And we will see y'all back with more tea on. I'm gonna find out what's going on with Martell and Sheree. I'm gonna find out what's going on
because we gotta get to the bottom of this because high booty and tight suit. We don't know what's gonna go on.
I don't think it's the thing, but we'll see. We'll see. But y'all be safe. This has been another episode of Let's Get Into It. I am Shady B, and that is Mace, and we will see y'all next time.
It's almost time for the Real Housewives of Atlanta review, featuring Shady B, the best beard on YouTube, and Mace Moreau, the wig. You guys ready? Let's get into it. Starts now. Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.